we are back in the Curt News Studios with none other than the operations manager here at the South Point, rodeo legend Joe Baumgartner. Joe, thanks for stopping by today.
Glad I had time.
Well, I'm glad you did too. You're a busy man. And for those that don't know, you're arguably one of the greatest bullfighters of all time. You had a great career as a bullfighter, a lot of thrills here in Vegas. How was it to transition from that to running this place, Joe?
Well, I shake my head all the time because I should have saved my money better, I guess, or invested better, I guess. But no, the thing about this job is I got bosses, but I don't have a boss.
Exactly.
And I've learned a lot. And it's just kind of learn by trial and error. But I got a really good crew of guys. And if we make an error, we can fix it.
Makes a difference. Now, an event like Run for a Million, people see the 10, 15 horse class, but what they don't realize is you've got horse shows going, practicing in the Coliseum. You've got both pre-fertility rings going. You got warm-up pins. You just unloaded 2 loads of cattle for the cutting and the cow horse guys. How do you manage all that stuff, and how do you find out where you need to be 24 hours a day?
Well, I figure from Thursday morning till Saturday around 5 o'clock, I ain't sleeping.
All right.
It's going to be go.
And how would you compare this event? Like, how intrusive is this into your position here at South Point compared to some of the, you guys host everything here, but what about this?
You know, I've lived my life with challenges, and I don't lose, and I refuse to lose, and I have taken a knife into a gunfight a few times, but I still win. I mean, and no matter what challenge they put on me, and how mad I get, and how much I just want to take my keys and throw them on the desk, I go, I ain't going to lose. I'm not going to let Ryan Groundy down. I'm not going to let Michael Gahn down. And, they hired me, and they knew that when they hired me, they were going to hear the truth. And they knew that it was a lot of times not going to be what people wanted to hear. And they do keep me away from they do keep me away from public. They don't let me talk very much. I my whole life, fighting bulls, doing everything. I never lost.
Yeah.
I was outmatched by my competition a few times, but I never lost. I always come back. They might have won the battle, but I won the war.
Well, we're so fortunate to have somebody like you heading up an event like this, because for the Western sports community, I'll just call it, this is about as good a celebration of what we can see in our horses, our lifestyle. I'm so glad that Taylor's brought in the ranching community, got them involved in it. We get a chance to see them. And Joe, I can't thank you enough for making this easy for them. From the West Texas rancher to the reining horse guy to the cutting horse guy to the cow horse guy from Idaho. You guys treat people better here than anywhere we're ever treated as a horse show and as a hotel and a facility too. And it does not go unnoticed. It's a great event. We're so grateful for what South Point's given to the Western performance industry. Having somebody as effective as you in that position here, running the operations, it all runs so smoothly we never notice it. So we wanted to thank you for all you do from an exhibitor and an owner standpoint. This is about as good as it gets, and I can't think of anywhere that would host Run for a Million other than South.
Well, I'm glad they do. It's a great show, and I got my differences. But, at the same time, it is a great show, and there's great people. And it takes a while to get respect from a lot of these contestants. But now at the point, they know that I'm going to take care of their animals. I ain't worried about them. If they fall off and break a leg, or it's on them. But I ain't going to let an animal get hurt if I can do anything against it.
Well, we're so fortunate to have you. Joe Baumgartner, operations manager here, legendary cowboy. If you know anything about bullfighting at all, you know this name. We're so thankful for what he's doing for his career now, as he mentioned, for the animals, and what a benefit it is to the exhibitors. Joe, thank you so much for stopping by. I know you're busy.
Yeah, I got to go back to work right now.
All right,
Appreciate
Joe Baumgartner, thank you.